Listen to me today. There's a fire inside of you that the world can't put out. But you've got to stop making excuses for why you're not where you know you can be. Stop telling yourself that it's too hard. Stop telling yourself that you're not ready, not good enough, not lucky enough, or not equipped enough. The only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is the excuse you keep telling yourself. You know what? The world doesn't wait. The clock keeps ticking, the days keep passing, and life doesn't care about your excuses. You've got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what's holding me back? And then tell yourself the truth. The only thing that can truly limit you is your own mindset. It's the voice in your head that tells you you can't, when God already said you can. It's the voice in your head that tells you to sit down and wait when you've got the power to rise up and step forward. Listen to me today. There's a fire inside of you that the world can't put out. But you've got to stop making excuses for why you're not where you know you can be. Stop telling yourself that it's too hard. Stop telling yourself that you're not ready, not good enough, not lucky enough, or not equipped enough. The only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is the excuse you keep telling yourself. You know what? The world doesn't wait. The clock keeps ticking. The days keep passing. And life doesn't care about your excuses. You've got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, what's holding me back? And then tell yourself the truth. The only thing that can truly limit you is your own mindset. It's the voice in your head that tells you you can't, when God already said you can. It's the voice in your head that tells you to sit down and wait when you've got the power to rise up and step forward. Let me tell you something. Life's got challenges, yes. Life has roadblocks, no doubt. But let me remind you that every great story of success has been written by someone who refused to let their circumstances control them. They refused to accept the narrative of their struggle as their destiny. They said, I will rise above this. And today I'm telling you that you can rise above whatever it is that's holding you back. I'm sorry, man. You see, excuses will not build the future you want. They will not push you forward. They will not take you to the next level. If you want to experience growth, if you want to see progress, you've got to eliminate those excuses from your life one by one. Stop blaming the past. Stop pointing fingers and stop waiting for things to be perfect before you take action. There will never be a perfect moment, but today is your moment to move. You have the power to overcome any obstacle, to crush any challenge, to defy any limitation. But you've got to stand up, show up, and never give up. It's time to get serious about your life. If you want something different, you've got to do something different. It's time for a new mindset, a new determination, a new level of accountability. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let doubt stop you. Don't let comfort stop you. When the enemy whispers you can't, you better remind yourself, I will. Get up. Take action. Make no excuses. Your future is waiting on you to show up. So step into it. Be unstoppable. Make it happen today. No excuse it. Listen to me and hear me clearly. There are people out there waiting for you to fail, waiting for you to make an excuse, waiting for you to quit. But I'm here to tell you today, don't you dare give them the satisfaction. You're not just another person on this earth. You're a force, a divine creation with purpose and potential that is greater than anything standing in front of you. So why are you still making excuses? Wasted time. There is no time to waste. The world keeps turning, the days keep passing, and every moment you spend telling yourself, I can't, every minute you waste believing that your circumstances are bigger than your dreams, that is a moment lost forever. Stop waiting for things to be perfect. Life is never going to be perfect. The conditions will never be just right. The path will never be paved. But the question is, are you going to keep making excuses, or are you going to rise to the occasion? Understand this. Your destiny doesn't depend on what happens to you. It depends on what you choose to do with what happens to you. You can't control the storms of life, but you sure as heck can control how you respond to them. Every time you let an excuse slip out of your mouth, you're giving away your power. Every time you tell yourself that you can't do it, you're choosing weakness over strength. And you were not born to be weak. You were born to be resilient, to stand tall, to fight for your dreams, and to take action even when the road ahead is dark. When people say you're not qualified, when they tell you that you don't have enough money, enough experience, enough time, you have to look them in the eye and say, that's not my reality. Your reality is that you have everything you need to succeed already within you. The strength you need is already in your bones. The courage you need is already in your heart. It's not about waiting for the right opportunity. It's about creating your own opportunity through the choices you make today. No more excuses. Stop telling yourself that you don't have the resources. You have the resource of resilience. You have the resource of determination. You have the resource of your faith, your vision, your passion. And when you tap into those resources, there's nothing you cannot achieve. The problem is not the lack of resources. The problem is the lack of resourcefulness. You have the power to overcome the obstacles in your way. You have the power to turn your pain into purpose, to turn your struggles into strength. You're not waiting on life to change, you're waiting on you to change. Stop being passive in your own story and take control of your narrative. The power to succeed is in your hands, but only if you stop making excuses. There will be days when it feels hard. There will be moments when the weight of the world feels like it's too much to bear. But hear me when I say you were made for this. The challenges you face are not too big for you. The problems you encounter will not defeat you unless you allow them to. It's time to get real with yourself. It's time to stop pretending, stop delaying, stop procrastinating. The only thing between you and your success is the story you're telling yourself about why you can't. There's no room for excuses anymore. There's no room for doubt. Every time you make an excuse, you're telling the world that you're not willing to fight for what you want. You're telling your dreams that they don't matter. But they matter. Your future matters. Your purpose matters. And if you're going to make a difference in this world, it's going to take more than words. It's going to take action, action without excuses. And without that only word, we can stand. Action. Action without excuses. Now let me be clear. No one is saying that it will be easy, but easy was never promised. Success was never promised to be easy. The truth is, success is reserved for those who push through the hard days, who press on when the odds are against them, who refuse to give up when others would throw in the towel. You've got to fight for it. You've got to sweat for it. You've got to grind for it. But when you refuse to make excuses, when you refuse to let fear keep you stagnant, when you make the decision that no matter what comes your way, you're going to keep going, that's when you start to tap into the power of persistence. That's when you begin to break down every barrier standing in your way, one excuse at a time. So I'm asking you today, what's it going to be? Are you going to continue to let excuses rule your life? Are you going to keep waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, the stars to align? Or are you going to stand up, take full responsibility for your life, and show the world just how unstoppable you are? The choice is yours. And I'm telling you right now, no more excuses. Let me tell you something. Self-discipline is not just about willpower. It's not just about forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do. It's not about doing the hard work when the world is watching, when the rewards are right in front of you, or when everything feels easy. No, self-discipline is about doing what needs to be done when no one is looking. Do you understand the difference between the two? Let me explain the difference between the two. It's about committing to your goals, your dreams, your vision, and your future, even when there's no immediate gratification, no applause, no recognition. Self-discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the difference between talking about your dreams and actually building them. You can talk a good game. You can have a great vision. You can dream big, and you can tell everyone how much you want to succeed. But at the end of the day, it's your ability to stay consistent, to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, that will determine whether or not those dreams become reality. Every time you resist the urge to procrastinate, every time you push through when the distractions are calling your name, every time you show up on days when motivation is nowhere to be found, that's self-discipline at work. Self-discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. It's the inner strength that says, even when I don't feel like it, I'm going to keep pushing forward because I know what's on the other side. Now, don't get it twisted. Self-discipline doesn't mean you're perfect. It doesn't mean that you never slip up or make mistakes. No. Self-discipline is about the ability to get back up. It's about knowing that failure is not permanent, but the habits you create will build you for the long haul. It's about showing yourself grace, but also holding yourself accountable. It's about knowing that you are in control of your actions, and the only thing that stands between you and your goals is the level of discipline you're willing to apply. One of the biggest challenges we face is the desire for instant gratification. We live in a world that wants things fast, easy, and with little effort. But self-discipline is the willingness to delay gratification in exchange for something greater in the future. You can't expect to build an empire by taking shortcuts. You can't expect to reach your full potential by choosing comfort over consistency. If you want to succeed, you have to learn to do the work when it's hard, when it's uncomfortable, and when the rewards are not yet visible. This means waking up early when the bed is calling your name. It means saying no to things that are not aligned with your goals, even when they seem fun or exciting in the moment. Trading short-term comfort for long-term success. You have to set clear boundaries for yourself. You have to know what your non-negotiables are. Because when life gets busy, when distractions arise, when challenges come your way, it's your self-discipline that will carry you through. It's the ability to say no to things that don't serve you, to say yes to things that move you forward, and to stay committed even when it's tough. But listen to me, self-discipline is not something that happens overnight. It is not a switch you flip. It's a muscle that you have to train day after day, year after year. The more you practice discipline in one area of your life, the stronger that muscle becomes, and it starts to spill over into other areas of your life. You start to show up not just in your work, but in your relationships, in your health, in your habits, in your mindset. It's also important to recognize that self-discipline is a form of self-respect. When you discipline yourself, you're showing yourself that you believe in your potential, that you respect your own journey, and that you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself. Self-discipline is a choice, a daily decision that you make to honor your goals, your vision, and your purpose. You've got to get to a place where your commitment to your future is stronger than your desire for immediate comfort. You've got to be willing to push through the difficult times, to fight against the inner resistance that tells you to quit, and to choose the hard right over the easy wrong. It's about building habits, routines, and mindsets that keep you focused on your path, even when the road gets rocky. There's a power that comes with self-discipline. It's a power that builds momentum. The more disciplined you become, the more you accomplish, and the more you accomplish, the more momentum you gain, and that momentum will carry you to places you never thought possible. But it starts with the decision to get up, get moving, and keep going, even when you don't feel like it. Self-discipline is the key that unlocks doors you thought were closed. It's the engine that drives your success. It's the foundation upon which every great accomplishment is built. You have to make the choice every single day to commit to your vision, to commit to your growth, and to commit to doing the work, even when it feels hard, even when it feels like you're not seeing results. So let me ask you, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? How badly do you want it? Because the answer is right in front of you. And it's going to take your discipline, your focus, and your commitment to get you there. You are capable. You are strong. And with self-discipline, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Success is not an accident. It's not something that just happens by chance or because you're lucky. Success is the result of relentless effort, unwavering commitment, and the willingness to push through obstacles that would stop most people in their tracks. Success is not defined by one moment, one achievement, or one accomplishment. It's the sum of the small, consistent actions you take every day. It's the product of your attitude, your work ethic, and your resilience in the face of adversity. And let me tell you this, success starts within. It begins with belief. If you don't believe that you deserve success, if you don't believe that you can achieve your dreams, you will never fully realize your potential. Success starts with having the vision and the mindset that you are capable of reaching your goals, no matter how big or small they may seem. It's about believing in yourself even when no one else does. It's about holding on to that vision when everything around you tells you to quit. But belief alone is not enough. You need action. Belief without action is just a dream. You have to take concrete steps toward your goals every single day. That's where discipline comes in. You have to be willing to do the work when it's hard. You have to show up when no one is watching. You have to put in the hours even when the rewards aren't immediate. Success doesn't come from wishing or hoping. It comes from doing, from working relentlessly, from taking consistent action, even when the results are not yet visible. So once again, you see, success requires sacrifice. If you want something you've never had, you're going to have to do something you've never done. Success demands that you step out of your comfort zone and face your fears. It demands that you let go of bad habits and develop new, empowering ones. It requires that you make tough decisions, prioritize your time, and sometimes even let go of things that aren't serving your vision. Success is not just about what you gain, it's about what you're willing to give up to get there. But success is not just about hard work and sacrifice, it's about resilience. Along the road to success, you will face challenges. You will face challenges and obstacles. There will be times when you question whether it's worth it. There will be moments when you wonder if you're on the right path. But those who succeed are the ones who don't let failure stop them. They get up, dust themselves off, and keep moving forward. Every failure is just a lesson, a stepping stone toward the ultimate goal. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. Success is also about growth. It's about constantly evolving, constantly learning, and constantly improving. You have to be open to change, to feedback, and to new ideas. You have to be willing to adapt when things aren't working. Success is not static, it's a journey. And as you walk it, you will change, you will become better, stronger, and more capable than you ever thought possible. You have to embrace the process of becoming, not just the destination of arriving. Another key to success is consistency. It's easy to start something, but it takes dedication to finish. It's easy to be motivated for a week or two, but what happens when the initial excitement fades? Success is about continuing to show up day in and day out, even when the results aren't immediate, even when the world seems indifferent. It's about committing to the process, trusting that every small step forward is moving you closer to your goal. Success is built on consistency, on doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Success also involves patience. In today's world, we are conditioned to want everything fast. We want instant gratification, quick results, and immediate rewards. But success doesn't happen overnight. It's built over time, layer by layer, decision by decision. It's about trusting the process and knowing that each day you put in the effort, you are building the foundation for your future. Success requires patience. The ability to wait for the fruits of your labor, and the wisdom to understand that the journey is just as important as the destination. And let's not forget the role of attitude in success. Your attitude is everything. The way you approach challenges, the way you deal with setbacks, the way you treat others, this all plays a huge role in your success. If you have a positive attitude, if you stay focused on the solutions instead of the problems, if you maintain optimism even when things seem bleak, you will attract opportunities and people that will help you move closer to your goals. Success is not just about what you do, but how you do it. Success also means understanding that it's not a solo journey. You need a support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who will lift you up when you're down, and who will push you to be your best. Success is not just about individual effort. It's about the connections you build, the relationships you foster, and the people you help along the way. Success is not just about reaching your own goals, but about lifting others as you rise. At the core of success is purpose. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing. If you're chasing success for the wrong reasons, if you're doing it for fame, for status, for material gain, it will never truly satisfy you. Success must be tied to a deeper purpose, a purpose that aligns with your values, your passions, and your desires. When your success is rooted in purpose, it has meaning, and that meaning will carry you through where the road gets tough. Success is not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. It's not about having it all together, it's about getting up each time you fall, learning from your mistakes, and continuing to move forward with purpose and passion. Success is a journey that requires all of you, your mind, your body, your heart, and your soul. It requires focus, hard work, sacrifice, resilience, growth, and most of all, unwavering belief that you are worthy of everything you're striving for. Success is not about being perfect, it's about moving forward with the brightest light and greatest desires. Mental toughness is not just about enduring pain or pushing through difficult circumstances. It's about the ability to stay focused, to keep your eyes on the prize, and to refuse to be defeated when the world tries to knock you down. It's about the strength to keep going when everyone around you tells you to quit, when your body is exhausted, and when your mind is telling you that you can't do it anymore. Mental toughness is the ability to withstand adversity, to keep moving forward despite the challenges, and to always find a way to overcome no matter how tough the battle becomes. At its core, mental toughness is about resilience. It's about how you bounce back from failure, how you recover from setbacks, and how you stand up each time life knocks you down. It's not about being perfect or never experiencing hardship. It's about facing those hardships head on, learning from them, and using them to fuel your growth. When the storms of life come, and they will come, you have to be able to weather them. You have to be able to look adversity in the face and say, "You will not break me. I am stronger than this." And then you have to be able, mental toughness is also about controlling your emotions, particularly in moments of stress and pressure. It's easy to stay calm and composed when everything is going well, but true mental toughness is revealed when the stakes are high, when the pressure mounts, and when things feel out of control. It's about staying grounded, about making decisions with a clear mind even when emotions are running high. Mental toughness teaches you to manage your fear, your anger, your frustration, and your disappointment, and channel them into positive action rather than letting them control you. It's the ability to keep pushing forward even when the path is unclear. Mental toughness doesn't just mean working hard when things are easy. It's about putting in the effort when there's no immediate reward, when you're not seeing progress, and when the journey feels lonely. It's about staying committed to your goals even when there's no one around to cheer you on. It's about trusting in yourself and your vision, and in the process, knowing that success is not instant, it's earned. Another key element of mental toughness is self-discipline. You can have all the desire and ambition in the world, but without discipline, those things will remain dreams. Mental toughness is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about following through, staying consistent, and holding yourself accountable even when motivation fades. It's about developing habits that serve your long-term success even when they don't feel rewarding in the moment. Mental toughness is the ability to stay disciplined in the face of temptation, to do the work, to stay on track, and to stay true to your goals. But mental toughness isn't just about gritting your teeth and powering through. It's about knowing when to take a step back and recalibrate. It's about understanding that sometimes the greatest strength is knowing when to rest, when to recover, and when to ask for help. True mental toughness doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means having the wisdom to seek support when you need it and the humility to recognize your own limits. It's about knowing that toughness isn't just physical endurance, but also emotional and psychological endurance. Mental toughness is also about perspective. It's about how you view challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. When life throws you a curveball, do you see it as an insurmountable problem, or do you see it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger? People with mental toughness don't see failures as permanent. They see them as stepping stones on the road to success. They understand that everything they go through is a lesson, and every challenge is a chance to build resilience and fortitude. One of the most powerful aspects of mental toughness is its connection to belief. It's about believing in yourself and your ability to handle whatever comes your way. It's about refusing to accept the limitations that others try to place on you or the limitations that your own mind may try to place on you. Mental toughness is about knowing that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. It's about having the faith that the pain you experience will eventually lead to growth and strength. It's about believing in the long-term vision for your life and holding on to that belief even when the immediate results aren't in sight. It also means embracing discomfort. Mental toughness is not about avoiding pain or hardship. It's about leaning into it. It's about stepping outside of your comfort zone, embracing the unknown, and taking risks that others might shy away from. It's about doing the difficult work, putting in the long hours, and embracing the struggle because you understand that growth only happens in the discomfort. Mental toughness teaches you to find strength in the struggle and to never shy away from challenges because you know that they are what shape you into who you're meant to become. Success doesn't come from avoiding challenges or running from difficulty. Mental toughness is the courage to face what others fear, to stand tall in the face of adversity, and to push through barriers that might seem insurmountable. It's the courage to take risks, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. It's the strength to keep going when you feel like giving up, and the power to trust that no matter how tough the journey may be, you will ultimately make it to the other side. Mental toughness is about focus. It's about being able to concentrate on what matters, even in a world full of distractions. It's about maintaining clarity of vision and purpose, even when the noise of life is overwhelming. It's about blocking out the negativity, the criticism, and the self-doubt that may surround you and staying focused on what you can control. Your attitude, your effort, and your response to each situation. Mental toughness allows you to cut through the distractions and keep your mind sharp, your goals clear, and your actions aligned with your vision. Finally, mental toughness is about enduring, but it's also about thriving. It's about not just surviving the storm, but using it to fuel your growth. It's about coming out of challenges stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Mental toughness is the foundation of greatness. It's what makes ordinary people capable of extraordinary feats. It's the quality that allows you to face the most difficult circumstances and emerge victorious. It's not about avoiding hardship. It's about rising above it, becoming stronger through it, and ultimately conquering it.